Welcome to Horror Movie Yearbook. I am Willie, and with me, as always, is my always sitting on Clemson blankets. That's what he's always doing.
I am not. I'm not a Clemson guy.
Well, that's perfect. You get to sit on them.
I don't like
Squash them.
I guess I always like their the basketball team. College basketball. The IPTE is like they're saying. I don't know what it means. IPTE. They have it on their. They used to have it on their basketball court. I don't know if they do.
IPTE. Okay, I like that more than Skol. I think
Skol is the Vikings,
it's the
right?
Vikings thing.
Skol is also a chewing tobacco.
It sure is.
IPTE.
That's probably what they're referencing.
Skol. Yeah. Okay, so Clemson IPTE. Here's what it means.
Yeah, IPTE.
What does IPTE stand for? I pay $10 a year, and it's a fundraising program for the Clemson University Athletic Program, founded in 1934. So
cool.
It was donations to student athletes. I
like
assume
history of the history of that stuff. Yeah.
They used to have it on their basketball court.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I never knew that.
We're talking about Clemson because Tim always sits on the Clemson blanket.
Yes.
I don't even know if he realized. Did you realize it was a Clemson blanket you've been sitting on?
I'm sure
2 years of the show.
I'm sure I've looked at it and went, "Oh, Clemson blanket," and then I sat on it, and then I forgot about it the entire time.
Fair enough.
Mario Bava did not go to Clemson.
No. Yes, and we should say we are not here to talk about Clemson or college sports at all. Although Tim would be very well versed in that.
More well versed than Mario Bava. I'm not really a blind spot. Him specifically, I think I've mentioned Italian horror. I wouldn't call it a blind spot because I do, but it's mostly Argento I'm familiar with. Okay. So Mario Bava, I believe I've only seen, I want to say 3 of his movies, and this is one of them I had seen before. I should have picked Planet of the Vampires.
Oh yeah,
because I had never seen it. I really want to. So anyway,
there's always time.
Not a blind spot necessarily, but kind of like this is not my forte.
It's a little hazy.
Yes.
Hazy spot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey.
It's like my actual eyes where if I don't have my contacts in, I can't see anything. I see shapes.
Yeah, well, I think I might need to get glasses, man. I'm
yeah.
To, do this.
Yeah, we both stare at screens all day.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's not good for you. Anyway, this will be the first episode in our little fall series here. Yeah. Our cozy fall series where we snuggle up in Clemson blankets and
our sweaters.
Cozy up to weirdo middle-aged Italian filmmakers.
You're right. Every Italian filmmaker starts directing in their 40s and 50s. Yes, after being movie critics.
Yes, they're perpetually 40, 45 to 55.
They're like Steve Martin. They look the same.
Absolutely. At all times. They don't age, but they don't start off young.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to be starting with a film that I have not seen, but you have, which I did not realize. I didn't know that you had seen this. I don't think until just recently. A Bay of Blood.
Yeah.
From director Mario Bava.
Yeah.
And we'll be kind of journeying through. I think what you and I think a lot of folks would consider kind of the big 4 of Italian horror filmmakers.
Yes.
And we've got a plan for you guys. We'll fill you in on what's coming up at the end of the show here. But Bay of Blood is our main course for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Tim, you had a little bit of feedback that you wanted to get into. Friend of the show, Steve.
Steve reached out. I wanted to get your opinion on this. So The Conjuring, the new Conjuring movie came out, made a ton of money in its first weekend. They made a decent amount last weekend.
Did pretty good.
Yeah, I like the first 2 a lot. Actually, I would say I really love 2.
The second one's your favorite.
Yeah. Where are you?
The third one?
I have seen the third one. It's whatever.
I have not.
I think my worry is this guy that directed the third one directed this one, so I'm a little hesitant on it.
They're also in one of the Annabelles too, right? The 2 of them?
Yeah, they kind of pop up in, I believe, the Annabelle Comes Home, the one that's kind of like Night at the Museum.
Yeah.
They kind of pop up in it. I like the Annabelle sequels a lot.
The first one kind of sucks.
The first one kind of sucks. I think you can even skip it, honestly.
The second one's sweet.
The second one is really good.
Who directed that? That was
I think it's is it Annabelle 2 director. Is it Sandberg?
I remember it being like a Ouija where the first one's not good.
David F. Sandberg.
Yes,
and
right.
he directed the Until Dawn movie. Lights Out was the one he directed as well. Oh, he directed Shazam and Shazam 2. Oh, wow. So I watched Until Dawn. I didn't hate it. It's on
I haven't seen it
Netflix
yet.
now.
It's on Netflix now. I know that.
I didn't hate it. I don't think it's great or anything, but it was okay.
Yeah.
But I thought Annabelle 2 rocked. Annabelle Creation.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
And I thought Lights Out was fun.
I liked Annabelle Creation. Yeah, it's like Ouija. I remember Ouija. This was the same way. The first one, like, was terrible.
But then Flanagan did
Origin of Evil, and I'm like, this is awesome.
Origin of Evil is really, really good.
It's weird.
Life of Chuck, by the way, new Flanagan, Stephen King.
How was that?
Very good.
Yeah,
I kind of loved it. I tend to be this. I always say this. I like his film work better than his TV work.
I like both, but I'm with you. I like I like movies better than TV shows.
Yeah, that might be it too.
Like I even like Before I Wake. Before I Wake was
I like that too.
I quite like that movie.
I think it might be what it is. And believe me, I do like his TV work, but I think with him, film kind of forces him to rein in some of the tics that maybe bother me a little bit more.
Sure.
And TV, he's a little bit more freedom with those.
Yeah.
And it kind of wears on me. But with film, he's kind of forced to tell his tale in 2 hours. Or 2.5.
Stephen King had another big year.
Yeah, I really want to see The Long Walk.
I know. I heard it's great. And then Running Man, of course, is on its way.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Steve, what do you got?
Steve, he wanted to rewatch the two Conjuring movies before he saw the new one, since it's been a few years. He had an idea to defeat Valak, and he ran it through AI. He says he's not cut out.
Who's Valak?
Valak is the demon. It's the demon posing as the nun.
Oh, the nun. Yeah. Sure.
He ran it through AI to get an AI check, and here's what it came back, and you'll be able to figure out what his idea was. Well, it may seem like a simple solution in a desperate horror movie moment. There are a few reasons why peeing on the nun painting in The Conjuring 2 wouldn't work and would likely make things worse. The demon isn't in the painting itself. Valak, the demon posing as a nun, is a supernatural entity that can manifest in different forms. So you're really just peeing on a painting at that point. You're peeing on it. And then insulting a demon is a bad idea in horror movie logic. Insulting or disrespecting a powerful demon is a surefire way to escalate its rage. So a peeing, I believe, would. Now, Willie, who would you like if you were going to pee on a horror villain? Can you think of one where it might work? What's the horror movie where is it Troll 2 where the kid stands up and he just starts peeing on the dinner table?
He does on the food. Yeah. Yeah. I don't have an answer for this. I do not. There's probably some sort of weird.
I feel like
subsection of Irish folklore that tells you if you pee on a leprechaun.
Yes. Oh, you know what? Are there any jellyfish? Or maybe if you pee on one of the creatures from Deep Rising or something
that might work. Maybe the alien from Life.
If you pee on the alien,
you just pee on it.
Yes,
that would have solved the whole thing.
Some of the Cenobites might be into it.
They might. You might wind up experiencing all sorts of pleasures.
What's a man's name from
Frank?
Frank would definitely be.
Oh, yeah,
actually, he might be kind of bored of it.
He's done that. Yeah, he's been the giver and the receiver of the urine. Man, who else could you pee on?
Michael Myers and Jason, no. Freddy.
Jason's afraid of water, maybe.
Oh.
If we're going to the Freddy versus Jason version.
Rest in peace to the actress that played the mother in Freddy versus Jason.
Yes.
Recently passed. I'm sure what a fitting
tribute.
This conversation.
We're great people.
Maybe I should edit that part out, but I'm not going to remember.
Yeah, he might be scared.
The Thing. Would you pee on The Thing?
No, I think it would do something weird to my penis.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, you don't want to break that up because it would go up.
It would go in there.
In there.
Yeah, like the willy fish. You heard of that?
No.
It's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a small fish-like creature.
Oh, yeah,
in, South American rivers and stuff like that. I don't know exactly where, but if you pee in the water, I mean, your urethra is going to open up to let the urine stream out, and it will go
swim up the stream.
Yeah,
yeah.
It likes the warmth of. It's horrifying, and then it shoots out spined tentacles that into the bases of your.
Yeah, can I be honest with you? I mean, I don't know.
You're not swimming in South America?
I'm not swimming in South America, and I'm not standing in water in South America and opening up and peeing.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. You'd have to be a complete psycho. What about the anaconda? Would you pee on the anaconda? What about Do you think John Voight in Anaconda had tried to pee on the anaconda?
See, I was gonna make a ridiculous joke about like being like the anaconda would just look over and feel challenged, and then I was like, that's ridiculous. Let's calm down. I'd probably pee on John Voight.
That's my John Voight.
That was good, dude.
Anaconda.
That was really good.
Thanks.
I don't know. I think I try not to pee on
things
or living
toilet.
things.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been out.
I've probably peed on a frog or something.
It's been a while since I peed outside. Like, pee in the woods.
Yeah, I'm sure I've peed on a spider or something at some point, not knowing what horror I was putting it through.
Yeah.
But never. I've never intentionally urinated on a living being. No shame for those who like that. But I have not done it. Not my thing.
Yeah, I mean, I would say no, but like, don't try not to like. I would say like.
Shocker. What's his name? Horace Pinker.
Yeah.
Would that electrocute him, or would you get electrocuted? How does that work? I'm not a science guy. The founder's listening and screaming right now at me because he's like, "No, you don't want to."
But I would assume like
electric guy.
The shocker. Nah, I think you would be in trouble because I think he would. Like,
he'd zap
similar
my
to the
stream.
willy fish would go.
Yeah.
You get zapped.
Okay, maybe not.
I think we've exhausted this topic. Right?
I think so.
I was just gonna say, don't pee on animals without their consent.
No, not okay.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
That's our PSA. So that's the kind of, if this is your first time joining
you've ever
us.
learned anything from our show.
That's the kind of
pee on animals.
high level discourse you could expect.
Unless they say, that's cool. That's great. Thank you.
How do you want to do this, bad boy? Willie, you want to jump in the time machine? What do you want to do here?
Yeah, let's jump right in, man.
All right.
Oh, that was nice.
That's my I was kind of like I was trying to do like an Italian, like a little.
I was hoping you were gonna find an Italian thing. Like I got that though. Like I got that from what you were doing, so I appreciate that. We're getting into the movie, deep in the movie here. So I'm going to open up one of these. I'm gonna have.
All right, I'm almost done with my blood orange. On the Tiny Terror we just recorded, we opened up some Jason Universe.
Yes, you'll hear that at some point. But I finished my Jason Universe, my Sweet Revenge, and I'm gonna have you pick my next one.
So
I've got all three.
So we're gonna do different ones, right?
I think we should, right?
I want to.
Or do you want to talk about the same one? I don't know how you feel about this.
I like pumpkin flavored things, so I would like to try the headless pumpkin.
The headless pumpkin. Okay, grab that. And then that leaves me with berry bewitched or sinful.
CINN, so cinnamon. Apple.
See, here's the thing. Normally I'd go for the berry aspect. I'm not a huge cinnamon guy really necessarily. But I feel like after the blood orange, I want something a little different. I don't want another like fruit tarty, Right. So I'm going to go with the sinful apple.
I think that's a good call. Yeah. So this is the first in our series. Did we have a name for this series yet? Sweater weather, cozy.
Yeah.
Italian journey into sweaters. There are some good sweaters in this movie. We'll get into it when we
fine Italian meal. No, I do not know.
Okay,
I don't have a name.
I'll try to come up with something. All right. So this is. Oh, all right. Oh, the aroma. All right. Willie is smelling his.
Very cinnamony. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to distract, but I took one whiff of that thing while you were talking, and I went, oh no.
We both liked the blood orange, the Jason, in this thriller pack. This is the pumpkin. This is actually my first pumpkin. Oh, wow. That smells exactly like pumpkin pie. This one.
Oh, this is really cinnamony.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, this one smells like pumpkin pie.
Smells like pumpkin pie? Mm-hmm. See, I'm looking forward to that one. I'm pumped about that. This is very cinnamony.
Wow, I like this.
Good.
This is very pumpkin-y. I like that a lot.
Dang, okay. I think you got the right one.
I gave the Jason one a 7. Because I like pumpkin, I'm not a big cider guy. I'm going to give that one an 8. I like that one.
This is like a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, it's too much cinnamon for me.
Maybe I like ciders now. Huh?
Yeah, why not? All right. Sorry.
A Bay of Blood.
Bay of Blood. Yes, not Bay of Blood. A Bay of Blood. This is one of many Bays of Blood.
All right, so I got to get your opinion on this. before we get into this.
Please.
There were a couple of different titles for this one, but the one that I know the best is Twitch of the Death Nerve.
That was the more popular title, I believe, in the U.S. when it came out.
Right.
Right? Yeah, Twitch of the Death Nerve.
Do you like that one or Bay of Blood better?
I like A Bay of Blood better. Twitch of the Death Nerve is hilarious, but like as a title, A Bay of Blood is probably a better.
Twitch of the Death Nerve is is a giallo title. It's very, but so is A Bay of Blood. Honestly,
they're very wordy.
Yes, it's very wordy. Yeah. That one, A Bay of Blood, is more representative of the actual movie, whereas I mean, Twitch, I guess, kind of, yeah.
Well, so there was my understanding too is that Bava had an obsession with. At some point, he discovered that like bodies move post-mortem.
Oh, yes, you can see that in this movie.
And in every kill scene in this, he does weird stuff.
You're right.
With the bodies, like there's characters having sex post-mortem, essentially, which is nuts. But
maybe my favorite kill. We'll get into that.
He was really into this concept. So when he created these super hyper-realistic death scenes, especially for the time, he wanted to make sure he made them look as real as possible. And when he discovered that, it turns out the bodies, twitch and move, hence the title that wound up being the... Anyway, just
Twitch
a
of the Death.
Little thing.
This was also released because in some markets, not a lot, but they tried to play it off as the Last House on the Left sequel.
Yeah, because it's so funny.
which is classic hucksterism.
It's
because it was owned by... is that the one that it's held by? It was a company called Hallmark, right? Is that the same one? It's not Hallmark.
Not.
They were
the
like
greeting
a
card
subsidiary of AIP.
That sounds right.
And because they own the rights to Last House on the Left, in some markets they tried to pass it off. I don't know if that was Hallmark or if it was a different company, but anyway.
There are multiple movies that they put Last House on the Left 2 title on. This is not the only one.
Right.
Which is insane. I do believe, I want to say Hills Have Eyes in some, or Hills Have Eyes 2 in some places was, no, there's another movie that, like a mainstream-esque horror movie that they threw that Last House title on. I can't even remember.
It may have been the same company to the only distribution rights to it and the other things, in the other markets. All right, where do we want to start? Do we want to just do what we always do, general thoughts?
Yeah.
Making it through that? Mm-hmm. So I'll start, if you're okay with that, because this is my second time watching it. I like this movie quite a bit. I'm not a Bava expert, as I said.
I'm not either. No.
Yeah, this in what are the other movies I've seen of his? I'll look that up later.
Sure.
But where I'm at with this is I love about the 30-minute section in the first half of the movie where it just turns into a mini slasher. That is my favorite part of the movie. In some ways it feels like padding, but that's why I love it. The rest of it, though, it works well enough. It's got that goofy, overcomplicated, murder mystery kind of, I don't want to say whodunit, but maybe why done it aspect to it.
Right.
I guess there is a little bit of a whodunit. It's not like Agatha Christie, but there's some influence there.
There is, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, in many ways. I think some of what it's commenting on, it's kind of weird in that it's commenting on stuff that would come later on in horror, especially with the kind of the insects and the killing people for sport aspect of everything. It's kind of weird the way it worked out where the slasher craze, that was the criticism of it, was the kills had no meaning, and this movie comments on that specifically, and it's just weird how it worked out because it very obviously inspired one of the biggest slashers.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't even say inspired. It was straight up ripped off. I mean...
Certainly the kill scenes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think this is a very enjoyable movie. It's got some Italian horror, giallo, specifically hallmarks. Mm-hmm. It holds up. It held up for me this time. I don't have much else to say before we get into the spoilers and stuff. Willie, this is your first time watching it. How familiar with Bava are you?
Not familiar. I mean, I as a filmmaker, just my awareness of Bava as a filmmaker, yes, I'm familiar with Bava, but I have not seen a lot of his filmography. I'm going to read off a few for you here because I know you were going. Black Sunday.
That's one.
Blood and Black Lace.
Nope.
Black Sabbath.
Mm-mm.
Lisa and the Devil.
Nope.
Danger, Diabolic.
Nope.
Kill Baby Kill.
Nope.
The Evil Eye.
I know the other one I saw, but yeah, no.
Planet of the Vampires, Shock, The Whip in the Body, The Vampires, Barren Blood, Rabid Dogs, Hatchet for the Honeymoon.
Hatchet for the Honeymoon is the other
seen
one.
That one.
Yep.
Yep. There's a lot.
Yes.
I do need Hercules and the Haunted World.
I do want to fill in some of these blanks here too, because I do think they are
for sure
important. Yeah.
I've seen Hatchet for the Honeymoon at some point. It came in some sort of one of those weird DVD collections you would get at Best Buy that was like bargain, and I'm like, oh, it's 30 movies, yeah, and I'm like, oh, these are all bad movies.
I got a vampire one that's like vampires because it's got like Nosferatu, and then it has a bunch of like shitty poverty row movies from like the 30s. Yes, like, it does have quite a few Bela Lugosi movies on there, but
yeah. No, I have one of those. I think I still have it too because I was like, oh, this is hilarious. I'm gonna keep this. Even when I pared
Big
down,
Lots had those all the time.
Yes.
They still might. I haven't. Yeah.
There was a Jack Nicholson movie in the collection where he was a giant spider or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. So this is my first time watching this. I had seen clips of this movie. I kind of knew the basic gist. And I knew that Friday the 13th, certainly the first couple of entries were pretty beholden to at least what they had done special effects wise and kill wise, and that all rings true here. I'm pretty lockstep with you again, which is kind of boring, but it is what it is. Like the slasher aspects, I think are really a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. The back bit of the movie is a little tedious for me. It's not by any means unwatchable or boring per se. It's just we get a lot of the carnage up front, and then we get into kind of the, not espionage, but like the cat and mouse stuff in the back half, or the last third, and it's just not quite as interesting. And honestly, there's moments when it's kind of hard to follow.
I have an issue. Like a lot of these guys look the same.
They do. They do.
They're all wearing similar clothes. They're all like Italian dudes.
They've all got like button-down shirts and sensible slacks. Mm-hmm. They're all right around the same age. They all have the same complexion. They all have the same haircut. It's not easy.
The women I can keep track of. They yes. They vary, but you're right. The men all
they're just kind of guys, kind of dudes, and so that gets a little tricky. But I still enjoy the film, and I think I like the mean-spirited aspect of it a little bit. Mm-hmm. I like that there's not a single squeaky clean or even remotely clean character in this movie. They're all kind of shitheels, which I love.
Brunhilde gets clean in the when she goes skinny dipping.
She does. Yeah. There's all yes. I knew so. Anytime that a movie for me is uncharted territory in terms of viewing for this podcast. There are oftentimes I will watch a movie at work. I'll watch it while I'm working. Sometimes I'll watch it twice so that I can make sure I didn't miss anything the first time around. Or if I get distracted. And but I always check the ever so helpful IMDb parental guidance section.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And when I saw, and I quote, woman's shaved vaginal area, I went, I can't watch this.
They put that on IMDb?
I believe that's what it said, yes. I knew that this would not be watchable at work at that point in time. I will absolutely pull up the description at some point here.
It's not that I don't believe you. I'm just
no. It's okay. It's all right.
I mean, good for whoever pointed that out.
It's in here.
They must have because I couldn't tell.
The skinny dipping scene lasts for a very long time.
It does.
And includes constant views of the woman's bare butt, breasts, and shaved genital area.
Okay.
That's when I knew this would not be a work view.
I wasn't sure if it was light hair.
It's hard to say. Oh, they go on.
This is a topic that we will get caught. This is one of those topics where we will get stuck on. Because I don't know how common that would have been for
they actually go a little further here. I'll go ahead and just continue.
Please, we're going down this road.
Some pubic hair may be visible.
Yeah.
But her genitals appear to be almost completely bare. Her genitalia is partially visible. This is all on IMDb. They reiterate how visible the genitalia is multiple times.
Okay.
So I went, nah, I can't do that. So.
I was watching on Shudder, so maybe not the best quality for that. Maybe someone has a Blu-ray or because my shutter varies from what I'm watching.
You want to know just how bare the genitalia was.
The only reason I'm curious is, and it's not like a preferred thing. It's like I don't think that was necessarily common for the time, for the early 70s.
Perhaps.
And I was kind of taken aback.
Perhaps it was a cultural thing.
It was a cultural thing. The German. She's German.
Maybe that's a thing in Germany back then. I don't know.
So maybe.
Somebody had to start it.
So I went, oh wow, and I did notice it, but then I'm like, well, she's blonde, maybe it's a little bit later.
Sure.
And then I just went about my day.
We spent.
I did not pause the movie and walk up there and then do enough to for night. But you know what? I appreciate that
somebody did that. and added that to the parental guidance.
The whole time I'm like, God, Willie and I are going to dive deep on this. And
you knew we were, which is unfortunate.
And I'm sitting here this whole recording going, don't do it, Tim, don't do it. And then I'm the one who does it.
Well, we've spent an immense amount of time on Broomhilda's.
Yeah. And I like Broomhilda. She's a lot of fun.
She's fun. Yeah, she's spunky. I feel bad that she, what happened.
She gets it. Yeah.
She doesn't seem like she deserved that.
No.
Anywho. Good God.
How do you want to do this one?
We get together and we record, and I swear to you, like, there's this part of our brain from when we were like 13 that gets activated that you and I can't seem to, like, we can't.
I like to think we at least try to provide some sort of like meat on the bone, like as far as I don't want to say intellectualism, but we do try to bring some like
yes,
some like deeper thought to
absolutely.
the film to kind of counterbalance. You're right, the 13-year-old boy.
cultural shaving habits is what we're talking about here today. God, okay, I brought it back up. Go ahead.
Do you want to do plot? Because I got the plot here.
Sure.
And honestly, I don't think I can do character. I know we've done character,
No.
but
I don't
we're just
know.
going to lump all of the dudes together.
Yeah, and then there's Broomhilda and a bunch of dudes.
Who's your favorite character, though? Insect guy? I can't remember his name right now. I'll get when we get to the plot.
Simon or something.
I like Brunhilde.
I don't have a favorite character.
It's kind of tough.
I don't know. I mean, they're all kind of jerks. There's one of the guys I find very funny because his name gets mentioned multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
He has like a line of dialogue.
Okay.
But his death sets off a ton of what happens in the last act. And I still can't quite tell you why that matters that much.
This is another hallmark of Italian horror.
It's important, but
it is important, and I love a lot of it.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the times I'm sitting there like, what's going on in this movie? Do they know? Do they care? And a lot of times they don't really care about the plot.
I found a new appreciation for just very briefly, True Detective season 2.
Okay.
Which was not critically very well. But if you watch that movie as a giallo, or watch that show as a giallo, you're like, oh my God, it's like perfect tonally.
There was remember that Lindsay Lohan movie that came out and it got
She
killed.
played an exotic dancer.
Yes.
Yep.
And that was very much like, if you watch that and
it's a giallo.
It's a giallo. Like, that's what this is.
I Know Who Killed Me.
And that's what they're going. I think that's what they're going for. And if you watch it, like, no, it doesn't make any sense. No.
But it kind of fits that.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, here we go. At night in her Bayside mansion, like the Bayside, the Wildcats, Saved by the Bell.
Oh, yeah.
Wheelchair-using Countess Federica Donati is attacked and strangled to death. I'm not going to do any Italian. This whole time, I'm not going to do any Italian accents because that can be a little bit racist.
Okay.
If I do that. Even though I think you're allowed to, like, that's the one group you can do that accent and nobody cares.
I mean, I'm not sure how that's perceived, right? I love saying cool Italian names like Donati.
I just did it.
Yeah, I like saying it that way. I can't. I mean, I'm not trying to be offensive. It's just
it's just fun. It's a fun
way to say it.
It's a fun accent. Yes, that's why I think you can get away with it.
It's for the best that we don't do it.
It's the one accent where everybody agrees, like, you can do it.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
And strangled to death. So she's attacked and strangled to death by her. And this is taken from Wikipedia. Strangled to death and. Anyway, strangled to death by her husband, Filippo Donati. Moments later, Filippo himself is stabbed to death by an assailant.
That was fun. I
yeah.
like that intro. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And his corpse is dragged to the bay. So, yeah, the intro here, because this is up top, all very classy, very Italian.
Yes.
Filippo does it all. He's in a suit the whole time.
Yeah, he handles his business, but he's going to make sure he handles it. Like, he's going to get his hands dirty, but he ain't going to get that suit dirty, all right?
Absolutely not.
No,
and
like
he's about to
intro.
light up a cigarette after it, too.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, he exerted so much energy and emotional energy that he had to come down from it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I really, I thought this was a kind of a fun opening because usually with Giallo you have these, you've got your killer with black gloves and you don't know who the killer is, but we start off usually with a kill and the mystery is unfolding as the movie rolls on. This time around we see the killer, we see his face, we see right out of the gate, like there's no mystery there, and then he gets killed. I like that. I thought that was fun. It actually kind of reminded me of, I wonder if this opening was part of Scream 6, because they opened that with kind of a double thing. I don't want to give too much away in case somebody hasn't seen it. But do you remember the opening of Scream 6?
Yeah,
It's kind of a double. There's a twisty-turny thing going on there.
Yep.
That reminded me, I was like, oh, I wonder if they liked that kind of, the multi-layered approach to that. But probably not, but...
No, okay, I'm trying to remember. Yeah.
I could see Radio Silence being like, that's not a bad idea. Yeah.
So, dragged to the bay. Upon investigation, the police find what they believe to be a suicide note written by the Countess, but Filippo's murder goes undiscovered. So, Filippo is the one that we're kind of searching for, the whodunit.
The killer who was killed.
Yes. Yeah. So, the beginning also has that red blood in Italian horror. It's different. So, one of the other big ones, I would say, other than Italian horror around this time, and then AIP, but also Hammer, of course. Mm-hmm. It's a different color of blood in Italian horror. It's kind of I would say it's more of a pinkish orange.
Yeah. Well, my first experience with it was Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
Because they use that same kind of blood.
Romero very influenced by that. Yeah.
So but yes, every Italian horror film I've ever watched from like the 70s to the 80s has that same kind of technicolor blood.
Yes. Yeah. And it's meant to stand out. It's meant to grab your eye. It's meant to, and it's also, it's also meant to kind of be a little bit surreal as well. So, and the Hammer blood was always it was also bright, but also kind of a little bit more, I would say a little more crimson.
A little bit closer to what?
Yeah.
Yeah. A little less comic booky, I guess.
I would say so too. Yeah. Gothic blood.
There you go. That works.
Real estate agent Frank Ventura and his lover Laura plot to take possession of the bay. This is a great scene because this is where she she calls him, what's it called, squonk, and she wants to cuddle.
That's right.
She wants to cuddle, and he's like, "I gotta take care of business, baby."
He's got things to handle.
His shirt's always unbuttoned.
Frank, Frank. He seems like a real fly by night kind of fellow.
We've all met a Frank Ventura in our life. and she strips down in front of him. And, you like what you see? He's like, baby, I gotta go.
What's up with Frank? Like weird, kind of.
That is,
sexy Franks.
Do you know any Franks in real life? I don't.
Do I know any Franks? Oh my gosh.
I don't think I've ever met.
I do know a Frank.
You do know a Frank? I don't think I've ever met a Frank.
Uncle Frank. Nikki's uncle.
Okay, I've never met him.
He's a good dude.
Is he a good dude?
He doesn't seem like he'd be into what these Franks are into. No, he owns a flower and gardening business.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
You can catch him at the Birmingham market.
Nice little plug there. After the Countess refused to sell her home and property to them, the couple hatched a scheme with Filippo to murder his wife. To finalize their plan, Ventura needs Filippo's signature on legal documents. They have no idea, however, that Filippo himself has been killed.
So I'm with it at this point. I get who's who.
Yeah,
I'm pretty on board. We're gonna get lost later, but this works for me. I like the plot. I like that it's got Psycho vibes too.
Yes,
because a lot of people people kind of think about Psycho as the shower scene. And then kind of the Norman Bates reveal, and that's about all people take from Psycho.
Right.
But there's like a plot ahead of the shower scene. Like there's a whole thing.
And funny you mention that because Mario Bava has been called by some like an Italian version of Hitchcock.
I think that's fair with this movie. I mean, I think it's certainly a little bit more gnarly than what Hitchcock would have done in terms of like the blood and guts, but
yes,
still.
Okay, so this is around the point we get. I don't have their names, but fisherman guy and then insect guy are introduced around this time.
Yes,
because there is a great transition where she is standing there naked and he's looking at her breasts. Frank is looking at her breasts, and then we cut to the dude on the fishing boat like tearing into a squid with his teeth. He's almost like motorboating.
It's very strange. Yes, he's quite a character. Quite a character introduction he gets.
Yes. And then this is where we get some of what I think is the big theme of a lot of the movie, which is if I believe it's the insect guy says it to the fisherman guy. I'll get their names later, but he says if you kill for killing's sake, then you become the monster. That's what the fisherman tells. Fossati is the insect guy.
Can you just call him fisherman and insect guy? Honestly, I feel bad, but like, that's...
and then we're gonna get fortune teller lady later.
Thank you.
So it is. I mentioned it, but like that, it's commenting on mankind, obviously, but it's also commenting on horror movies as a whole, and because it is like a lot of the enjoyment from slashers, and we've talked about it, and we're okay with this, is like watching the kills. We don't necessarily care about a lot of the characters in the Friday the 13th franchise.
No. I think a lot of the time the thing is like, certainly back when the slasher genre was kind of booming in the 80s, I think there was kind of a misconception from grown ass adults at the time, where it was almost like they thought that the audience, the teen audience, the youth audience for these movies was like watching it. It was some sort of like perversion, like they were getting off on this stuff, and that's not at all what it was.
No,
there's it goes back to the whole comparing horror to humor, right? Comedy to horror. There's a release there, right? So
yes.
there's the build of tension, the buildup of tension throughout the scenes, and there's that big release. And the more ridiculous and over the top the release is, the more like the more endorphins you get, kind of. So this. And yeah.
And there's something about confronting mortality in a controlled setting like this and seeing these awful things. Yes. That I think is a little deeper than just...
Especially during times of, like, what times of turmoil in, like, real life, right? So, like, maybe harder times in the world or in the country, there's a nice escapist element where, like, the escapism is maybe more violent content or more, it's not... not a comedy or not like a romance or whatever. It's certainly a darker theme, but like even with that darker storyline or that darker content you're going to see, it's still somehow lighter than what you're dealing with. So it's kind of a nice way to like get that that release of fear and horror, like in the day-to-day life, to get that out.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And also
it's healthy.
Yeah, I think so too. And also, so it's obviously not. This movie came out years before the slasher craze, but so this movie was criticized,
which is weird. Like,
for its violence, and I think, I don't want to misquote, but I think it was Christopher Lee who had a quote about this movie, basically saying that the violence was kind of like pornographic, in a way, and that it kind of is, but also like, that is kind of the point. Like, this movie actually does a pretty good job of reducing everything to like an animal instinct. Like, it's good at that.
Sure.
And I think that's part of the point in a lot of ways.
That's
like,
fair.
And they're just driven by greed and want and desire.
Yep. That's fair.
So yeah, I think there's some interesting stuff there. Anyway,
I agree.
Their curiosity is piqued by the news of the murder. 4 local teenagers, Duke, Bobby, Denise, and Brunhild, break into the seemingly deserted mansion and are murdered. So this is the Wikipedia summary. Really skims over this, but this is a good chunk of the movie.
This is like the slasher movie part.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's probably 20 or 30 minutes long. Right?
It is. Yeah. It's a third of the movie.
Yeah.
Or longer. Yeah. And this section, there's not a lot to it. Like, I mean, it's kind of
plot-wise, no. Yeah.
It's teenagers bopping around, being horny young people, and kind of what you expect from a slasher movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember thinking, like, man, we're getting through these kids pretty quick.
So here's
you know what I mean? Like,
here's what happens to them, because it has a kind of listed. Brunhild skinny dips at the lake, then is chased and her throat slit with a billhook. Bobby has his face split open with the same billhook.
The billhook's an interesting weapon, by the way.
It is. I like it.
It's like a weird reverse machete or something. It's very interesting. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh yeah. What do you use a billhook for?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up, because I got a couple more sentences here. Bobby has his face split open with the same billhook. Duke and Denise are both impaled with a spear while having sex. The Countess's illegitimate son Simon, who lives on the ground in a separate shack, is the killer. Okay.
It's used widely in agriculture and forestry for cutting woody materials such as shrubs, small trees, and branches.
Okay.
It is distinct from the sickle, commonly used in Europe.
The sickle's bigger, right?
The sickle's that long guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can get a bill hook at Home Depot.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
There you go.
I feel like if there's ever like a scarecrow, like they usually have kind of like a bill hook.
That feels right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually this is my favorite part of the movie, so I want to spend a little bit of time here. Brunhilde, we talked about, she's wearing a dress that may as well not be a dress.
True. This is true.
You see a lot. Then she has my favorite quote in the movie, where she goes, "You are full of hot dogs and Cadillacs, and you have no music in your soul." I
like that.
If I ever want to insult anybody,
that's a pretty good insult.
Yeah. They find a nightclub that also has like a pool attached.
It's a weird, because it's the first time we kind of get mention of like the attempts to modernize or like revitalize the Bay,
right,
and turn it into kind of like a hot like tourist destination.
Yes.
Because we get this nightclub that's like shut down, and obviously somebody was trying to make it happen. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like to think of it as like an Italian version of it. You remember Club La Vela, the WCW Nitro, where they used to have the spring. Yeah.
I don't.
No, they used to have the spring break wrestling shows.
Yes, I do. Yes.
There was a nightclub that was attached to a big swimming pool, and
that's
they'd
right.
throw people in the.
That's right.
Pool. So we also. What is your favorite of these kills? Because I think there are some good kills in this section.
Yeah, there are. The one that the bill hook to the face is pretty good. It's funny. It's weird because like I've seen that happen in a couple of Friday the 13th movies that came out after this film that were clearly inspired by that particular sequence. So that one's pretty good. It's kind of gnarly how it lingers on the body, kind of like falling afterwards.
And the hook to the face, and you also get to see him like blink.
Yeah, it's freaky. Because with the Friday the 13th movies, like usually the early ones at least, certainly there's a hit. The character gets hit, and then it kind of cuts to black. Like you might see you'll see the impact, and then it's done. Like the scene's over. Like
I think that's true of a lot of slashers too.
Yeah, when Crispin Glover gets killed in Part 4, it's like he gets the thing in the head, and it's done. The machete guy in the wheelchair in Part 2.
Yep.
He gets the machete. That's pretty much it. So this one kind of lingers, which makes it a little bit more unnerving or kind of eerie. But the sex impalement.
The sex impalement.
It's insane.
Because they keep going. There's a couple thrusts.
Multiple. No, like it lingers on that again. Again, it lingers.
Yeah.
And they are going to town.
Yes.
Still with a spear through them. Now, this happens in Friday the 13th Part 2 as well.
Yeah.
They don't keep humping, though.
They do not.
I don't think.
That's the one. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. That's directly lifted from this, right?
Yes. Spot on. Not that this is like some sort of crazy, like, original idea, I guess. But
right,
it was definitely taken.
That's definitely taken from
100%. But no, they are thrusting like.
Yeah, they keep going.
And I like the progressiveness of this. It was the lady on top.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're, but they don't really know what's happening. They're just kind of still in the moment in some ways.
I don't even know. I think again. No, I don't know. I think again, it's a little bit of. There's a little bit of titillation going on.
Yeah,
clearly,
it is a bit gratuitous. So the skinny dipping scene is a little bit. It is not even a little bit. It's gratuitous.
Speaking of lingering,
yes,
it lingers. There's a little bit of titillation here. There's a little bit of blending the sex and violence stuff here. There's a little bit of Bava's kind of weird obsession with discovering that the brain is still active after. I think
I love when like filmmakers like fixate on something and you can tell that they're
hyperfixate.
Yes.
Yeah. Even on something as like just kind of weirdly small as that, you know, like.
So he does it multiple times. Yeah.
Multiple times. Almost every kill in this movie, he's clearly like. So there's a few different elements at play there. It's gnarly and it's weird and it could only happen in this movie, I feel like. So
a couple of things on these kids here that I wanted to bring up. My one man is a little too eager. Everybody knows what they're here for. They are here for sex and dancing.
Sure.
But I can't remember which one of them he is. I believe Duke, maybe. He wants to get down to it right away. And the one's like, I think the French, well, not Broomhilda's like, hey, can I just like have a good time first before we get into...
Yeah. He seemed like the nice guy of the two. And then he gets a, hatchet to the face. So that's sad. But
there's some bizarre dancing as well. I want to say Crispin Glover-esque, but not very good. I would say these people have no rhythm.
People danced weird back then, I think.
Maybe especially Italians. But most of the time Italians, I think of like the tango and stuff.
Yeah, like they have a very fancy vibe.
Yeah.
Or they don't.
So when you're getting down and dancing like this, they can't do this.
It's not working, yeah.
Bobby is the one guy. He gives up on Brunhilde, which is a big mistake, because he wants to have a threesome at one point. He is basically, and like the one dude's like, hey, back off. He says, I got the French one, you get the Viking.
That's correct.
He tells him, and I personally, both beautiful women, I think is a big mistake. I think Brunhilde looks a lot of fun, honestly. And so I think it's kind of a miss.
He gets a little too greedy.
Yeah, but then the other guy is like, it is almost like, hey, buddy, back off. Like these two don't necessarily want to do that.
Yeah.
So I just
complicated.
I just wanted to break down what is happening sexually between these four people, because it doesn't seem necessarily like a swinger situation.
No, I think they're young and not nearly as experienced as their bravado would have you believe, perhaps.
Right. Yes.
And I think they all know the assignment, I
They're
guess.
from different cultures, too.
Yeah, just some miscommunication, maybe. Just and too horny.
They are too horny.
You know?
They're always a problem in a slasher movie.
Yes, they're ignoring the things going on around them because they're too busy thinking about sex.
Yeah.
So
all of this, this feels but it's also why I love it. So it feels like padding in some ways.
Oh, it is 100%. None of these characters have any bearing on anything that happens.
You could excise this entire section of the movie.
It would make no difference.
Except for it would not be feature length.
This is true.
But it's my favorite part of the movie.
It is. It's great, yeah.
Back to the plot. After killing Filippo, he is now conspiring with Ventura, who offers Simon a huge cash payoff.
Simon's the fisherman.
Yeah, Simon is the one we mentioned before we got sidetracked by.
He's also the illegitimate son
of the Countess.
The Countess, yes.
Yes. Huge cash payoff to sign the relevant legal documents. Their scheme is dealt a potentially ruinous blow when Filippo's estranged daughter, Renata, appears, determined to ensure that her father's estate comes into her possession.
Now, Simon the fisherman killed the teens, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess we didn't mention, we do get a little bit more with fortune teller lady and
bug guy.
Insect. And that's the other thing about this movie that I kind of love. None of the couples like each other at all in this movie. They all hate each other.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, obviously the first...
Yeah, they're all like loveless.
This one, like, she's basically telling him like, you have no soul, you have no fun, like you don't understand what living is.
He's like, get away, devil woman.
Get away.
Leave me to my bugs.
Leave me to my bugs. The funny thing about those two people is like, those two people, the love is gone there. They can't stand each other, but like they are perfect for each other because nobody else is going to want to tolerate those two people.
No, and really they want to be left alone to their own stuff anyway, right? Exactly. Yeah, they're putting on airs like, I guess we have to pretend we care about each other still, but like, I just want to be with my like, bugs. She's like, I just want to cast spells. She's
like so dramatic too. Like she's like, the sickle of death is about to strike, and and he's like, oh my god,
shut up. She's right though.
She is right.
I'll give her that.
Maybe if he wasn't so horny for his bugs, he would notice.
He likes those bugs.
So a search for a will proves unsuccessful, and Ventura, who believes that Renata may be the rightful beneficiary, urges Simon to kill his stepsister. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is where like we're getting into the.
This is where we start. Yeah, I start getting a little confused as I'm watching it because okay, we got a lot of guys here that look the same.
They all
everybody
Italian
wants
names.
the money.
Yeah.
At a certain point, my brain went, okay, everybody wants the bay because the bay will bring in money. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good. Like, that's all I need. Like, let's see who kills who now, you know. I know the fisherman guy. I'm like, okay, he's like the rightful heir, kind of. You know. Gets tricky.
Another thing, too, is it's not even looks. It's like any movie where I have to put up with or, like, figure out people's names that aren't, like, well, Frank, or, like, John, like American or like even British names. Sure. I have this problem.
It makes it tougher.
Japanese horror, like names that are not familiar to me. Like, oh my god, what?
It's harder that way. Yeah, for sure.
Accompanied by her husband Albert and leaving their young son and daughter in a caravan nearby. All right, we got to stop here.
We do.
This is insane, right?
Yeah.
By these two people leaving the kids in the van. They're in the middle of the Italian wilderness.
Yes. I
don't
assume
know.
These are hippies they're leaving them with.
Is there anybody they're leaving them with?
I don't know.
I thought they just left them in the Italian woods. I don't know what the wildlife is like in Italia.
I don't know that either.
Italia.
I'll say this. As we learn more about these two, I start to go, oh, okay, they're the types that would leave their kids in the woods. But at the moment, like as you're watching this, like to start with, you're like, I'm sorry, what? Like these kids are just going to be left in an RV? What's going on?
Right.
It makes the ending of the movie even funnier, though.
So apparently, brown bears, wolves are found in Italian woods. So I'm like, no, this is terrible. This is awful.
Yeah. They'll be fine.
And it's like it's not like they're making a jaunt up, like they're at a campground and they're going to the convenience store.
No, they're going to commit multiple murders.
And like it's a winding back road in the dark.
This is insane.
This couple is amazing, is what I'm trying to say. It's crazy. All right. Renata visits the house of Paolo Fossati, the entomologist, the bug guy, the insect
dude,
man.
Yeah.
Living on the grounds of the Donati estate. Fossati's wife, Anna, fortune teller lady, tells them that Filippo was responsible for the Countess's death and says that Simon will probably end up with the property. Renata, unaware that she has a stepbrother, makes plans with her husband to murder Simon. Once again, way too many family members for me to keep
There's
track
a
of.
lot. There's a ton of them, and like, again, we're being introduced to people kind of rapid fire here, and I'm going, okay, wait, hold on. Okay, that's the guy. This is the... It's a bit much.
And we should mention Renata, the couple there, they don't like each other either. She tells him, like, use your brain.
Completely loveless. Maybe the most loveless of the bunch. Yes. At least I can buy Bug Guy and Fortune Teller, like, loved each other at some point.
Yes.
But, like, now...
And I bet you they have, like, when they do have sex, I bet you it's weird.
Yeah.
Passionate sex.
Yeah, he's, like, pretending she's a praying mantis or something.
Bite my head off. So they probably have like weird sex. But yeah,
for sure.
The rest of them, I mean, yeah. No, I don't think there's anything going on. Well,
no, I think like this married couple, like if there is the sex, right? I think it's like very cold.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very sad. Yeah.
It's like I don't want to I don't have any more kids that we're gonna ignore and leave
in caravans in the woods. Well, so it's a caravan, but like, what does that mean specifically? Like, I thought they were leaving with like randos.
What do you mean? Oh,
like random people, like a caravan of people.
I thought it was just like a van.
Oh,
it says
like
caravan,
a Dodge Caravan?
but like, I thought it was just like a van. You only see the kids in there.
But how do they wind up back? Like back on the scene though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess you're right.
I thought they left them with like hippie people, like which is like worse maybe. I don't know.
No, at least they have some supervision.
Yeah,
like if a bear, if an Italian bear does attack.
My God, no, I'm not doing it. You said Italian bear. God damn it, Tim. I was gonna be an Italian bear. I'm not doing it.
After discovering Filippo's rotting corpse on Simon's boat.
Yeah, he's gross.
Yeah, he is gross. He's got the squid, right?
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah,
like squid's motorboating him now.
It's turnabout's fair play.
Renata and Albert. Squids are kind of gross. I mean, I like squids, but
they freak me out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Albert head to Ventura's house.
Ventura is my boy. That's the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mentioned like my favorite character because I don't know what his purpose is really.
He's the dude that is constantly like showing the chest hair in the beginning too, right? That's Ventura?
Yes. But he doesn't really do anything in the movie beyond that. Yeah.
Ventura attacks Renata, but Renata gains the upper hand and stabs Ventura with a pair of scissors in his femoral artery. I don't remember this part, but very specific on Wikipedia.
Well, she stabs him like the leg.
Uh-huh.
And he like dies, air quotes, and then like it's very specific. But they mention it, I think, like in the movie. I'm fairly certain somebody says something like, "Oh, you
stabbed him in the femoral artery."
Yeah, I swear to God, it's mentioned at some point.
Paolo Fasati, who witnesses the assault, attempts to call the police, but is confronted by Albert, who strangles him to death with the phone's cord.
Yeah.
Renata decapitates Anna with an axe to ensure that there are no additional.
That one's
witnesses.
funny too.
That one is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we get a lingering shot of the head spurting blood.
It's pretty funny. Yep.
Yeah, I kind of mentioned everything.
The bug should have factored into the guy's death, though, right?
Bugs become yes.
It's a missed opportunity there.
Argento gets obsessed with bugs
big time
later on.
Big time.
So bugs are
big in Italy.
Yeah, I think that it's kind of like because like she says in the movie, like you believe insects have a soul. That's a very existential thing from Italian horror. Is like, are we the same as insects? And who knows?
Hard to say.
Like, what are we? Anyway. So this is where I have notes on the sweaters.
Lots of sweaters.
That is another Italian horror staple, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion. Laura she's wearing kind of like a sweater, but it's like a sweater, kind of like a dress. Kind of, she's got a belt on the bottom.
Yes, she does.
We've got a couple brown sweaters. There's a brown turtleneck.
Yes.
Ventura he's a button-up shirt man.
He's a button-up guy. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Are you a sweater guy?
No.
Me neither.
I never found them comfortable.
Yeah.
I'll wear a hoodie for sure.
I'm a hoodie guy. Yeah.
It's got to be a zip hoodie. I don't like pullovers.
I can do either or.
Okay.
I do. Well, it's tough. So
as I got older, I preferred zips.
The thing I like about having is the pocket that goes all the way through.
It's nice.
Yeah.
You can hold your own hand. It's
nice. And I can throw my phone in there and not really have to worry about it falling out, because sometimes with the zip-up hoodie, the pockets can be a little shallow. And if I throw my phone in there and I'm moving around, it might fall out.
I do not trust the pockets on a zip-up hoodie.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you on that.
But I see where you come from. I think I do prefer a zip-up hoodie. Especially because
I got to get up and go. I got to
Well, then you can open it up. If you're like,
you can
maybe
breathe
it's a little
bit.
Yeah, maybe it's a little warm for this.
Yeah, because so this time of year in Michigan, perfect example.
Yeah,
I go to drop off Josie at school in the morning. Right.
Yep.
And it's like anywhere between mid 50s to low 60s.
Yeah.
I'm throwing a hoodie on.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the sun's shining like a little heavier than normal, it might be a little warmer, so I might want to unzip that hoodie.
Right.
It's a mixed bag. So I like the options. I can roll the sleeves up if I need to on either one, but the zipper is a big factor for me.
The weather right now is that perfect Midwest weather where it's hoodie and shorts sometimes, in the middle of the day.
Every morning's been hoodie and shorts for me.
Oh, that's a sweet spot.
My legs cool down a bit.
Yeah.
I'm warm up top. I'm feeling good.
The thing with sweaters though is for me is
yeah, no.
I've never found one that looks good on me.
I feel weird in them.
They can get itchy, and also they make me even more pear-shaped. Like when I put it on, like
sure.
Anyone never fits me correctly, my body type, I guess, and like it does make me look like I have man boobs all the time. Like,
I get that,
and I do a little.
What about a sweatshirt? Will you wear a sweatshirt?
So yeah, I like a sweat, like a pullover. Yeah, I do like those.
Those are okay. I could do those. I don't wear them really. I'm a flannel guy.
You're a flannel guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So like that's my equivalent to that. Like it's my long sleeve option in the fall.
Yeah. Like those basic sweaters. Yeah, I can do those. But like knit.
A sweat. I wore a turtleneck once or twice in like early high school.
Yeah, it's been a while since
when I was trying to figure out my life.
Was it just like a straight, like a black turtleneck?
Yeah, like a gray. You know,
I had a knit turtleneck too. That like it was really uncomfortable around the neck. I didn't like.
I don't know how I ever wore those. Like I would. Do people wear turtlenecks anymore?
I haven't seen a turtleneck in a bit. I guess but not much. But you know what? I feel like if you dress like this, you'd be pretty stylish though now. Like these are stylish looks. I'm not saying they're not.
No, they're very nice. Just not for me. Just not like I'm a comfort clothing guy, man.
Right.
Like I recognize the need to like dress up for certain occasions and stuff like that, and I can certainly clean up okay, and I will do that.
Right.
But by and large, I want to wear whatever I'm comfortable in.
Yes.
And it's generally not sweaters.
Mm-hmm.
So
there is a great zoom in, zoom out. Fawcetti runs up, the insect man runs up to the vehicle, and it like the camera zooms in when he hits it, and then it zooms out right away. So I wanted to bring that up at this.
There's
point.
some fun filmmaking stuff with these movies.
Ventura's partner Laura, we only got a little bit here, arrives planning to meet up with him when Simon discovers that it was the pair who had plotted with Filippo to kill his mother. He strangles Laura to death. No sooner has he exacted his revenge than Simon himself is murdered by Albert. The wounded Ventura reappears, but Albert kills him after a brief struggle. Okay, so
it kills the shit out of him.
The speed runs through this part because there's a lot going. Yeah,
yeah, he like stabs him and like the guy dies for 15 minutes. He's
yes,
like, yeah, it's really funny.
We also get like this is where we realize like she doesn't want to sell the property. She doesn't want to step on nature's innate sense of beauty, I think is what she said. I do like when this takes place. It takes place in like the early morning hours, so it's got kind of this weird like liminal space, like otherworldly look.
There's
to it.
that kind of like that weird, especially as the movie kind of comes to an end. There's that weird. I don't even know like the right season. It's Michigan's weird because we get bizarre weather depending on when we're at, but like there's that weird kind of like misty dewdrop filled morning vibe.
Have you ever
about the beginning of it? I guess
you've been to a field party, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever stayed up all night, and then as like it starts to get later out, you realize you've been sipping a beer, like you're still drinking, or you've run out of beer at this field party, but you're still up and the fire's kind of like dying down.
Sure.
Like that feeling to me will always like it's the I don't want to say it's the greatest feeling in the world, but it's like stuck with me forever.
It's like, a special feeling.
And it is kind of like otherworldly. You're like, what is this?
You've witnessed the transition of time. Truly, like you've literally witnessed like the. It's like a bigger, weirdly more existential version of like standing in two states at the same time, right?
Right.
There's this dividing line that humans have created, but it still means something.
Right.
With time, it's the day. It's like the changeover from it's like there's this weird.
And because you're at a field party, you've been outside all night.
You've been exposed to it the whole time. Yeah. So you've been in that spot or in that general area, and you've witnessed like the change of day.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a very strange feeling. It is for sure. I get that. Yeah, that vibe is there. Yeah.
That's the feeling I get from like the third act of this movie because it's very naturalistic in the way it's shot.
Anyway, and that original Friday the 13th has that vibe too.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that fits. It tracks again. Yeah.
Knowing there are now no other living heirs,
everybody's dead.
Albert and Renata prepare to return home to await the announcement of their inheritance when they are shot dead from the caravan by their son, who is mistaking their shotgun for a toy. What an idiot! The son and daughter, like that's an obvious shotgun.
How do you load it?
The son and daughter think their parents are playing dead and rush outside to play along the bay. So they're just like out, they're joking around, and the kids are like, "Oh, let's just leave them there. They left us all night."
Yeah, I don't blame the kids. This ending is insane.
Fucking hilarious.
Very funny. The music swells as we are carried on to the end credits. This movie's nuts. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm happy I watched it. This is one of those ones, like, again, I'd always heard of it. I've certainly heard of Bava's work. I've seen one or two of his movies. And it was fun to finally put I think my first exposure to this was the 100 Scariest Movie Moments thing.
Oh, yeah.
Bava used to do. This was on there at some point. And so it was nice to finally see the movie in full context.
Yeah, I think I feel like Eli Roth talked about it on one of those too, and he always called it Twitch of the Death Nerve.
Yeah.
And looking back on it, I'm like, that's pretty pretentious.
Yeah.
Call it by its name now.
Shut up, Eli. I enjoyed it though. I did. This is not going to be one I go back to a ton, if I'm being honest. But there are certainly some very memorable moments, and I dug the mean spiritedness of the whole thing. Like sometimes that's I'm kind of a softie for a nice angry movie.
And I think that softens.
It's not even angry, but you know what I mean. Like kind of a nasty.
I think this ending almost softens some of the criticism it has of other horror movies and what we were talking about earlier with the death not meaning anything or feeling, because it's almost it doesn't.
Yeah. A lot of people just died.
Everybody's dead, and they were shot by their own kids on accident. None of this really mattered.
Yeah, there's just corpses everywhere.
They're driven by all this greed and money, and none of it mattered. They're all dead.
Everybody died.
It is kind of a morality tale
in a way. Yeah. Nobody gets out with a My two biggest question marks are, why did they kill why did Simon the fisherman guy kill the teenagers? I still don't understand that. Was he just a weirdo? Was he into killing, or was it? Did he think they were
I feel like he was annoyed.
Was that it? Okay, cool.
That's another slasher hallmark where kids go party by a bunch of people that are just fucking annoyed.
Shut up. They're the neighbor that's knocking on the door, can you quiet down?
Please just shut up. They just take it to the next level, and I'm going to kill you with a bill hook.
The bill hook. And I think the other question was, how did this married couple, Renata and the husband, how did they think they would ever get away with this?
I don't know.
There are bodies everywhere.
I think they're just so... I mean, obviously, they've got...
She was into killing, too.
They've got 2 kids. I think they're tired.
Sure.
They hate each other. I think they're desperate, and I don't think they thought this through.
They're just let's just try.
We need something to spice this up.
The alternative is what we're doing now, which is terrible. Yeah, okay, all right. Okay, all right.
We hate these kids. I feel like one of them's going to murder us. He can't tell what your shotgun is.
I like that. That's good. I like to think that Renata, the wife, who's seen the more of the mastermind of these two, right?
Oh, definitely. She calls him an idiot.
She's in charge here. I like to think that she had the kids in on it. And she was like, "Oh, you should prank Daddy."
Yeah.
So that she could be the sole person to.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That he would be gone now too.
Yeah.
And that kid just had shitty aim. And blasted them both.
That's the other thing. Is he takes them both out with one shot.
With a shotgun.
Yeah. Is it one shot?
Shotgun is not. It's one. A shotgun is not an accurate gun.
No.
In its design, especially from the distance in which they were pretty far away.
Maybe that's how he got them both.
He iced both, though. I mean, that's impressive stuff. That kid's got a future in
shotgunning.
In shotgunning. Yes.
Shotgun Italian beers, Peronis.
I shotgunned a beer for the first time in ages a few days ago.
I was always better at bonging a beer. I was never good at shotgunning.
Yes, agreed. I just chugged it.
Okay.
I went to.
I could open up the throat better,
with the beer bong. Mm-hmm. Yes, 100%. Keg stands I couldn't figure out though.
I was never good at keg stands either. I always choked on the foam and
grossed me out. I backed off from those.
Yeah.
After my first maybe 2 times.
I probably can't do any of them now, but you did a shotgun.
I chugged one. I didn't do a shotgun where you pop the. No, I just chugged it.
Okay.
It took 2 chugs, so I really didn't that good. But I finished it.
You really have. It's like a 40-year-old.
I did it in 2 sips. That's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Thank you. The Lions game had just ended, and I went up to the the Frank's, the beer store, to get more beer. And this guy was in the parking lot with a Lions jersey on, and he saw my Lions shirt, and we were like, "Hey, great win!" And he goes, "I want you to go home." He just cracks his case of beer that he just bought, and he goes, "No, you're gonna shotgun this." I said, "Okay."
Yeah, you can't turn that down.
I'm gonna do it. Say no to this guy.
Yeah.
Come on. What would Renata do? She'd murder him.
Formulate some sort of plot to rob the liquor store.
To steal the rest of his beer, and then.
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
that
was this man seems rich.
Yeah. Right. That was a Bay of Blood. I'm happy we did this. Sometimes by the end of these series, I feel like we grow a little weary of the series because it's a lot to do something for a month straight, or not that we're not enjoying them, but even like with the Universal Monsters, I feel like by the end we're like, all right, it's time to.
It's only so much you can talk about too with some of them.
Sure,
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this one's gonna be.
There's some weird shit coming up too.
It's gonna be a fun one. I think.
Yes. What are we doing next?
So we're gonna kind of go chronologically through the films, and really in a lot of ways through the filmographies of these guys, in some ways. More so chronologically. So next.
Could we call it the Godfathers?
Let's do it.
Yeah, because like
Italian.
Yeah,
I like that.
Mob.
I like that.
Oh my God, I finished season 2 of Tulsa King. Baby.
I heard season 4 is coming.
Season 3 is coming out. They've already renewed it for season 4. Tulsa King is, you know what I'm talking about when I say this. It is that Stallone bad that is so good. Like it's like I would say like Cobra in some ways. Like you know how Cobra is kind of
serious.
It like the show is like there is the first episode of season 2. I'm like this is terrible, and then it gets kind of like you get like hooked, and it's that Stallone magic where you're like
he does have that.
This is like way too straightforward. Like there are no real like I'm never sure that any of these people are like in any danger. But like I can't stop watching it.
Even like Judge Dredd.
Yes.
That is a bad film.
I guess that maybe there's
a charm,
earnestness or a charm to Stallone.
It is. He's got a certain degree of like because like the thing. It's weird because like
Rocky 5 and Rambo 3 are two examples too. Where like these are not good, but like I could watch those right now. You throw them on,
and it's not the same with like Schwarzenegger.
Right. It's not.
I like Schwarzenegger as a human. Yeah, a lot more.
Right. Well,
but
we say the same thing about Stallone. Yeah.
But like bad Schwarzenegger, I'm like, I'm good.
Right.
I'm not gonna. Stallone, there's some bad Stallone where I'm like, he's just so.
Cobra is an example of that, where like Cobra's a bad movie, but like, god damn, is it watchable?
Man,
like
Tango and Cash is not a great movie, but I kind of love that.
I don't know what it is, and so like, there's some stuff I really like about Tulsa King too. But, like, but I'm sitting here watching like because he's not even playing a character; he's just kind of playing Stallone.
That's awesome. That's kind of great.
They're introducing Sam Jackson is coming in. He's the NOLA King. He's and Grillo is the Kansas City King in the show. Grillo's in the show. Neil McDonough's in the show.
It's a mob show.
Yeah. So he's essentially he went to prison. He's a New York mobster. Kind of. He's not like at the top, but he's under.
Now he's the king of Tulsa.
So he gets sent to prison, and they kind of send him out to Tulsa, and he is out there on his own, and he decides to build it up from.
What is a mob boss doing?
Weed. So he's like he's started like a kind of a weed dispensary with Martin Starr.
What? That sounds great.
If you have Paramount Plus right now,
I do right now.
I'm throwing the Tulsa King. It's an incredibly watchable show. Because like the second, it's always I feel like the first season was the same way. Where like this is not good, and then all of a sudden like I'm like 4 episodes into this, I'm like I gotta watch the next one. This fucking rocks.
Man, I might do it.
My dad loves the Tulsa King too. We're the Tulsa King fans.
Tulsa Brothers.
Anyway,
next up, shit. This thriller pack has really got to us.
This episode's had it all.
It's had it all. It's a real thriller. Next up will be Lucio Fulci. We've talked about Lucio Fulci before. Many moons ago, we talked about The Beyond, which I think everybody should check out. This time around,
The Beyond is one of my favorites.
It's so interesting. It's such a weird movie. Mm-hmm. This time around, we're going to be going. I want to say a little more straightforward, I guess. We could say that, and we're going to be going with Zombie, also known as Zombie 2, depending on which country you
You
saw this movie?
Yeah. Do you have a version of this? Are you gonna watch the Dawn of the Dead, the one that's included? Isn't there one included in the Dawn of the Dead?
No.
Oh, okay.
So Dawn of the Dead was released. So
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
there's a whole thing between Argento and Romero. Dawn of the Dead was released in Italy as its own version. It was a European cut of Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
But the European cut is called Zombie.
Right.
Zombi.
And that's why.
And then Lucio Fulci was asked to make a sequel to Dawn of the Dead. Mm-hmm. But Dawn of the Dead was not Dawn of the Dead, it was Zombie. Hence Zombie 2.
Right.
But because there was no Zombie 1 in the U.S., when this was released in the U.S., it was referred to as Zombie.
Okay.
So for our purposes and for the easiest possible purposes to search for this film, your best bet is to look for Zombie. Just Google Zombie 1979. This film is available on Tubi, Pluto TV, and is it Philo or Philo?
Philo, I think.
Philo. Yeah. It's on Philo. So you can watch it for free.
What is the there's this just like there's this great I will call it a meme. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Sorry, I got all these photos of my son playing soccer today. He was
good.
Yeah, soccer. Oh, it goes. Have you seen the new? I think it was like a tweeter or something. He goes, "Have you seen the new show? It's on Tubu. It's literally on Hebe. It's on Pody with the ads. It's literally on Dippy. You can probably find it on Weeno. Dude, it's on Gumpy. It's on Phoebo original.
Dude, there's so
it's
many.
on Poop. You can watch it on Poop.
So sweet. Somebody should just make one called Poop." Anyway, so Zombie is next, and then we'll be moving on to Dario Argento. We'll reveal the film, I think, on the next episode. Mm-hmm. And then finally, we're going to do a Bava bookend and end with a Lamberto Bava film.
All right.
Lamberto. Damn it, I did it. See? I can't help myself. It was terrible, too. I apologize to all Italian people.
How are you going to do the Italian bear?
What's that?
You're going to do the Italian bear. Weren't you going to do an Italian bear?
I can't remember now.
Oh, yeah.
But it was going to be like, "Rar, I am the bear. I am a bear. I will eat you.
Dicko was an Italian
bear. Give me spaghetti. Human spaghetti." What?
Mike Ditka was an Italian bear, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. You're right. Ditka. Man, Ditka's still alive?
No, Mike Ditka passed
few
years ago. I bought my parents a while back. I bought him a nice bottle of Mike Ditka wine.
Oh. Yeah. They Bears fans?
No.
Okay.
And nobody should be for what I saw last week. So. All right. Stay safe and stay scared.